Hey, we're here with Jim from our Roxborough location. So excited you're going to be getting baptized, and we've become good friends over the last year, and so I'd love to chat with you a little bit about what's coming up today. And so, hey Jim, tell me about what your life was like before you made the decision to follow Jesus.
Prior to, the kind of very incremental growth in it was a lot of God doing things that I didn't recognize until much later. I've been, for the lack of a better term, shepherded through life, but kind of ignorantly, like I didn't really know.
It's amazing how God does that. You can see looking back what he's done in the moment. You're just living life, right? So what was it that brought you to the point where you said, like, I can trust Jesus, right? Because that's the thing, and I'm going to make myself vulnerable by putting my faith in this God I can't see. What helped you get to that point?
In rehab, there was an aha moment, kind of, where for the first time in my life, I think I sincerely submitted and, asked God that if God wanted me clean and sober, that he had to do that because I couldn't. Since that moment, I've never had a desire to drink or use again. It's never even been a consideration, right? But I think from that point on, it's never been a publicly acknowledged part of me. I didn't share too much. And then in the last year, I became friendly with some people who were definitely more open about it, right? And that kind of made me feel, oh, okay, I can talk about this, I can do this. And then I Googled non-denominational churches, and I saw Epic was so close.
Yes.
And I went, and I felt like I really belonged there, right? I didn't feel any kind of judgment or any kind of anything. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, these are my people. So it's good.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what's changed in your life from your perspective, your ability maybe to love, or how you relate to people since now you've trusted in Jesus?
I think I'm certainly not as cynical about being loved. I guess, for a long time I would just write it off as like, oh, they're obligated to love me, right? Like, to love in return intensely and joyfully, even if it hurts, right? So I think that's probably the biggest difference.
So today you're getting baptized, and it's going to be a big celebration. You're going to publicly show that you're a follower of Jesus. And what's that going to mean for you? What will that help you do in the future?
Well, that's something that I have always shied away from, right? I've always shied away from making any kind of, outward expression or public expression of this is what I am, right? I've always been very hesitant about labels and about boxing myself in. So there's no, you're not dipping your foot into the baptismal pool, right? You actually got to get.
We're going all the way down, Jim. Gotta let you know.
Right, going all the way in. And I think that expression, that public expression and that outward expression of surrender and love and faith, right? Is something that I've always known I had to do, but I've always been very, very reluctant to actually do it.
Yeah. Man, we're proud of you. It's going to be good, and more importantly, God's proud of you. So let's do it.
Thank you.